Yo, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Halo Infinite map call-outs video, and today we're going to be covering the map Bazaar. Now, I was supposed to have this video out last week, but I kind of got distracted by this little thing called campaign mode. It did come out last week, came out on Wednesday. I did finish it over the weekend on Heroic. It's solid, man. I give it about a solid 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8 out of 10. Much better than Halo 5. It was very good, well worth your time. There's so much to explore in it as well. It lets you keep playing even after you finish the campaign, so if you haven't found anything in the overworld, you can. It's awesome. It's a very, very good. Definitely recommend trying it out, but that's not the main point of this video. This video is map callouts. So we're going to kick things off. I do want to remind you guys of the golden rule I mentioned in the streets video, and that is stronghold spawns. Well, this map doesn't have strongholds. Oh no, what do we do, video maker? What do we do? Well, it's pretty simple. Since it doesn't have strongholds in it, it's color coded. If you look closely, you can see that one side of the map, all of the buildings kind of have a blue lining to them, or blue paint everywhere along trims and doorways and walls and pillars and stuff like that. And then the other side, it's all red. So that really makes the job a lot easier. But not everybody noticed this right away. But I did, thankfully, and this helps out. Now, in game modes like Capture the Flag, you can say their base or our base. But in Slayer, which is played on Bazaar, you cannot do that. So how do you differentiate the two sides when they have similar callouts? Well, we're going to go over that today. All right, so diving into this, we're starting off at red base or red flag spawn, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the color coding here. You can see along the trim of the base there, along the pillars, along these far walls, that it's all covered in red. Even in the front of the flag spawn, you can see a red trim around the platform. So this right here would be the red flag spawn or red base. Jumping down, you have red courtyard, a lot of people call it, or just bottom red base. Pretty simple. And then you have this little thing right here in front of you. This is the jump up. So you can just say red jump up or our jump up, depending on what game mode you're playing. To the left of that, we have red stairs. So you have bottom red stairs and then top red stairs is the easiest way I've done it. Opposite side of the base from that, you have red bridge. Pretty simple because there's a bridge that goes out across the base. Across red bridge, you have what's called den. Now the game calls it den. It's a solid call out. It does differentiate from the other side, but a lot of people just call this BR or red BR spawn because there's a BR in there on both sides. So you just say red BR or our BR or their BR, depending on where you're at in CTF and or Slayer. Moving down into the center of our base, we have the red gate or red big door, red main door, and you can do front and back depending on where you are and where the enemy is. And then back through our base on the right side, we have the antenna room or just antenna or red palm tree because the other side has a palm tree. So just kind of makes things easier, but you just call it bottom antenna and top antenna. In front of that, we have in the main area of the map, we have red catwalk. To the left leads to den and or red BR spawn. And then to the right would be red Cubby. Out in front of that, you got bottom mid. Some people call this fruit. Some people call it market stalls or just bottom mid, top mid. It's all pretty open. You call out mid, bottom mid. People are going to look and they're going to see who you're calling out pretty easily. Next to that, you have the grapple spawn or bottom front rockets. Then you have the rockets jump up. And then obviously rocket spawn because that's where the rockets spawn. On each side, you have red rockets or your or their rockets, depending on if you're playing CTF or not. And then opposite of that, you've got blue rockets. Pretty simple. As you can see right there, there's pillars there covered in blue and the walls covered in blue. Much like on this side where it's red, that differentiates the two bases. Pretty simple, pretty easy. This right here would be called red pillars. Jumping down here, we have red alley into shotgun spawn. You got a little Shotty spawn right here. Simple as that. Moving out the other side, you're into blue alley. And then you have the back blue alley. You can kind of differentiate that pretty easily into blue pillars. Back up to blue rockets. Then you're at the blue big door or blue wooden door or blue gate, front and back. Then you have Overshield spawn and or camo spawn, depending on what power-ups in the mode there. You have blue truck right here. This big thing in the center is called truck. If you look inside it, well, it's a fucking truck. So you just call it truck. That's actually what it's called on the map. So you got blue truck, you got truck, and then you have red truck. That helps you differentiate the 3 different areas that somebody could be in there. Into blue cubby right here, opposite of red cubby. Some people call this lockers, but it's just easier to just say blue cubby. Into blue catwalk. Up into, well, cafe. See how it's different from the other side? It's also blue BR spawn. From blue catwalk, you go into the blue palm tree. As you guys can see what I was saying, it's the opposite of the antenna room on the red side. So you have top blue palm tree or bottom palm tree. Into, well, bottom blue base. Blue jump up or flag jump up. Blue flag spawn or blue base. You got blue bridge to the right. And then that's pretty much it. You got the blue back alley here. Everything else is identical on both sides. You got the blue stairs, the blue bridge. You got rocket spawn here, jumping down into red pillars. And then I blew myself up because the time was running out. But that's going to be the video, guys. I hope this helped you guys out. Let me know in the comments down below. If you have any questions, feel free. Now, remember, like I said, this isn't an end-all be-all for callouts. These are just the callouts that I myself have used and have heard other people use while in matchmaking. You might hear some other ones. You just ask a question, ask them what they mean by that, and you can figure it out. There's 100 different callouts for every single thing. Everyone's different. Everyone says something different, but these are just the most common from what I have experienced. If you've experienced something different, let me know in the comments down below. We can add that to the list. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you stop by the Twitch stream every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, streaming Halo Infinite, Dead by Daylight, all sorts of different games. Hope to see you guys there. I love you guys. Peace.